only watch this video if you are anti-sleeper build and you actually want to look like you lift even with normal clothes on. There is one muscle group you need to place extra emphasis on. That is your back. Your back is going to make you look like a completely different person and shape your entire physique if you put extra emphasis on it. There are 3 things you need to change, and if you can do that, I promise you, you're going to maximize your gains that you make. All right, so the number 1 thing you have to do is get lifting straps. I'm telling you, once you get lifting straps, it is going to change the entire game. Your grip and your forearm muscles are always going to give in before your back muscles do. It is a much smaller muscle, and what actually ends up happening is that before your lats can be pushed to their full potential, your forearm grip is giving up and you're letting go. So by having wrist straps on, you can really push to the maximum limit. The second thing I really recommend you focus on is when you are doing any type of back movement, focus on driving with your elbows. So don't focus on your biceps or your forearm strength. Once again, focus on your elbows. Really puts the focus on your lats, or it's going to put the focus on your upper back if you are doing a more upper back based movement. Focus on those elbows and drive through those. So you have that mind muscle connection. It actually does play a pretty important role when it comes to really activating that back to its full potential and not involving any secondary muscles. All right, so the third thing I did, which I actually only started doing in the last couple years, is I started placing a focus on upper back movements. I used to not do any upper back movements. For me, it was all about lats, whether it be horizontal or vertical. I would only do lats. Your upper back is actually a really important factor when it comes to building a fully developed back, right? So there's a lot of different movements you can do for upper back. Find one that suits you. For me personally, I'll do a row variation where my elbows are almost completely flared out and I'll pull back with that. At the very end of those rows, I will end off with some shrug variation. So I do something called Kelso shrugs, which is essentially once you are finished your row movement, you just shrug that way like so. So what that does is that it gives you that extra added benefit, and you can sort of just push to the very limit while also eliminating any rear delt. The Kelso shrugs, you are solely focusing on scapular retraction by eliminating those rear delts at the very end.